You start making guitars and everybody tells, oh, it was in the kitchen with my mother. My mother was cooking and I was next to her.
Hi guys, welcome back to this episode of the weekly guitar meeting. In this week episode, we have a special guest, well-known guitar maker from Ghent, Belgium, Karel Dedain.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to be back. It's been a while. Yeah.
It's great to have you back.
Yeah.
And now you brought us your latest creation.
Special creation, yeah.
Special creation.
Yeah.
And how's with you everything, building the guitars?
A lot of demands, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of orders from everywhere, yeah.
And you were lately also very busy with the book, right? The Santos book.
The Santos Hernandez book, yeah. I was involved in making it.
Yeah, see?
Very
he's
nice
the
book.
guy who wrote the... he's the guy who drew the
Yeah,
plan.
there's a full-size plan inside the book, at the back cover. And in fact, it's the plan of this guitar.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I thought, if I make the book, we make the plan, then I have to at least copy this guitar once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See guys, I mean, nowadays we have a lot of great resources of historical instruments. This is just one example of them.
Yeah.
They already did the Arias book.
And
Lacote book. And we were just talking earlier today that when we fell in love with the guitar, the resources was not really a lot.
There was not so much in the field. If we would have had this 20 years ago, we would be in heaven. Eh?
Yeah.
Now we would be in heaven.
Even still we are in heaven.
Of course.
I mean,
but it's all credits to Alberto Martinez who made the books.
Yeah.
I get involved in some parts, some ways.
Yeah.
But it's all his effort. It's a lot of effort.
So I highly recommend these books for all the guitar aficionados. I mean, I think this must have, It's very nice. You have all the pictures, you have the plans, you have for the historical aspects.
Pictures are incredible.
Oh yeah, it's very detailed. The rosette is very, very high quality. Even the paper, I mean, it's great book.
Yeah, it's best quality.
Best quality. Anyway, because the funny thing is that you were building a Santos Hernandez style guitar.
Yeah.
And you just recently finished being involved in the Santos book.
Yeah.
How is it like? Is it because of you were involved in this book you decided to make the Santos style guitar?
Well, I was always interested in old style guitars,
Yeah.
like Manuel Ramirez, Santos, Esteso, the Madrilen school and Madrilen school, but also Torres, of course, and Vicente Arias a lot. But Santos I didn't know so well, and then Alberto asked me, "You wanna join the book again and write something about Santos?" I said, "I don't feel comfortable writing something about it because I know the style and the school, but I'm not an expert in Santos." But it triggered me, and then we traveled along around Europe to measure some instruments and photograph them. And the goal was to make a plan for the book, of course. And then I saw this guitar, the original one, here in Germany.
By the way, guys, this is the guitar that Karel just brought is based on 1935 Santos, which appear in this book, the original instrument.
Yes. So we have discussions. We have seen a lot of Santos guitars, of course, and then we discuss which one are we going to draw and put in the book, and we fell on this one. It's one of his most exquisite ornament guitars. So perfect rosette, perfect purflings, everything. Very, very stylish and exclusive. So a good guitar to present in the book. And what's more, it had good sound. So also very important. Yeah. So then it triggered me. I thought when the book's finished, I have to at least also copy this guitar, make this one. The book will be sold, and at least one person in the world has to use the plan. Otherwise, it's for nothing.
So basically, you were using your own plan.
Yeah. No, I didn't have the plan yet.
Okay.
Then I start drawing it, but I had the details, of course. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the term replica or copy, because replica for me it sounds like a dead instrument.
Yeah.
I don't know how to call it, but for me it's more like a tribute or something.
Tribute,
or homage that you pay to a master of the past. A replica is something too inert for me.
Yeah.
So, but that's only a semantic discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah, people more and more they come to me for because historical style instruments, because more and more I felt that that's the style I wanna build.
Okay.
The sound we produce with doing these copies is what I like, and it takes us back to 100 years ago, and the sound of the guitars of 100 years ago, 150 years ago, that's the style I like. It's for me, it's still the essential classical guitar style sound.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, do you see that nowadays from guitarists, like they're leaning towards back to the historical style instruments?
I think there's a change. Yeah, I think that 15 years ago, 10 years ago, less people, also less makers, made these copies of the inspired instruments. I don't know. It's like it's getting more popular, but also I think might be that I feel it's that way because they come to me for that style of instruments. If I would be a double top maker and you would ask me, you see that people ask for double tops, I would say yes. Because I see only this part of the customer world.
Yeah, of course.
But for me, it's essential to not only to copy the instrument, but copy the spirit of the maker, and that's a big challenge.
Yeah, of course.
And to be successful in that, in my opinion, you have to see a lot of the original ones.
Of course.
For instance, Santos, I've seen quite a few, but not let's say 100 or something. From Arias, I have seen a lot of guitars, and I know I control that style more or less.
Yeah.
With Santos, I'm still searching for it. If it's good result. Yeah. But Santos style, you have to dig in deep in the guitars and try to understand the way he built. Not only what he built, but the way he did it.
And also the period, because Santos built different styles.
That's why Santos is so difficult. He did so many different things. You cannot say this is Santos style.
Yeah.
What is Santos style?
He did everything.
It's just Spanish guitar style. He did so many different things, and you have to pick one of these things and try.
That's why I just talked to Karel earlier also, that with this very relatively simple design, the result is endless. You can achieve so many things with this.
That's why you don't have to try to invent something new, in my opinion. I'm not the maker who wants to put his name in the world, like I'm inventor of this or that system, because the system has proven itself over 150 years, and still when you use the same system, you make the best guitars ever. But you have to know how to control it, and you have to reach a point where you can play a little bit with it, and that takes time. It's just,
of course,
you need experience, you need years of hard work, and then trying.
Patient.
Patient.
Because such things, this is mostly also labor of love, right?
It's labor of love. It's for me, it's also about connection, like connection to the history of the instrument, connection to Santos Hernandez, who I didn't know, but also connection to the wood, connection to the customer. It's all about connecting things together, and then when you feel this connection, you succeed, and it's rewarding for me. This is where I get my energy from.
Yeah, totally.
So I will never use a piece of wood that I don't feel connected with,
Totally.
And the same, I will never copy an instrument, even if people ask me of an instrument that I haven't seen, never, or an instrument that I don't love. I have to feel it. The Santos, you showed me a Santos 1918. I've already fallen again. So this if it would be this guitar in my workshop, I would immediately drop everything, measure it, try to understand it, look inside, feel it. That's the goal. And when you make a guitar like that, you pick it up. It has to feel the same, Not only look like a Santos or look like a Taurus, but when you pick it up, it has to be like Santos could have made it himself. That's the goal, but of course it's difficult to reach. It has, I can say it has the most spectacular, beautiful Brazilian rosewood I've ever used. It's chocolate brown, quarter
It's
song,
so
perfectly quarter song.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the black lines, the gradation. It's very
Yeah, you rarely find these.
You don't find
pieces
this anymore.
as dark as this one. No, it's from a very old stock, of course.
And the funny things is, it is quite similar than the original Brazilian rosewood.
It is
in the
it is.
pattern.
Yeah, I have a few sets Brazilian which I stock and carefully select for special projects like this one.
Yeah.
And I knew the guitar, of course, the original one. I had pictures taken, and I've been looking in my stock, which is small, to have a set that's similar to the original one. Yeah. It's not the same, but it looks.
It's similar.
It's not the same tree.
So basically, this guitar, the aesthetic of this guitar is the exact, let's say, exact remade, or exact copies, let's say, from the 1935 Santos.
The rosette is a perfect exact copy. The purflings, everything, even the bone, the saddles in the bridge.
Oh yeah, the you inlaid this on
bone
the mother
inside
of
mother of pearl. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I've never seen it before.
And how was your experience doing this?
It's not different than working with wood. It's the same. No,
he's the master, guys.
No, that was not a challenge. In fact, this purfling was quite a challenge. The purfling and the rosette of the soundboard is just work. It's the basics. It's mosaics. It's herringbone. But this was a challenge because normally you have 1 or 2 lines.
This is 3 lines.
I added also a herringbone here, which is not exactly like the original because.
But the 3 lines are original.
Yeah, the 3 lines. The original one has the 3 lines. But to make the miters and everything, it's difficult. So I will not go into technical details, but it was quite a challenge.
I mean, Karel, now I can say that you are okay. Back then, before you went deep into the Santos book and everything, you claimed that you were not really the expert of the Santos. Now I think you gained a lot of experience, right?
Yeah. But I should do this every year, once or twice, to. And try more Santos guitars. But where you start? There's so many. So many. I would love the 1918. Copy that.
That's also my question, because you drew a lot of plan. You met a lot of Santos guitars. You try a lot of them. Why did you choose the 1935 this exact guitar to copy?
Because of the fact that it's in the book, first of all.
Yeah.
And I want to make it. And then second of all, the decoration is very nice, but the sound was also really nice. Very, very nice sound. And I wanted to try this concept because, first of all, it's a big instrument. It's one of the biggest plantillas shapes that I've used in my career.
Bigger
so
than
Santos
your
is bigger than everything I've used before.
Even your own style guitar?
Yeah, even my own styles, even my mother's style guitars. Okay. I use more like Manuel Maria Ponce style, and this one's bigger. It's like, I think, 1 centimeter bigger or something like
Noticeable,
that. So it's a big guitar, it's a deep guitar, and also the bracing style is particular in a way that it's 7 braces, but the 5 central braces are parallel. That you can also see it in his flamenco guitars, in the later Barbero flamenco guitars. This is something he used a lot. You don't see it in Torres, for instance, 5 parallel braces. 5 parallel, and then there's 2 here, like this. It's
so basically it's like this, no?
Normally it's 7 braces evenly spread in a fan, but this is 5 parallel here, and then 2 here and 2 here.
I see.
Quite low braces, quite thin soundboard also.
Okay. But I mean, with the parallel, is it enough to support the top?
Yeah, because the original one is still alive and in very good shape.
Very good shape. You can even tell from the photo.
The pictures in the book. It's incredible.
Nice,
it's very good shape. Mint shape, original.
Curious with the bass. first impression when I tried the guitar, it reminds me of the old Santos.
It should.
Yeah.
It should. Yeah.
It really truly reminds me of the. Actually, you tried. Basically, we have the 1918 Santos at the moment.
Yeah.
The basses. It's not only deep, but it's flexible. You know, I don't really like if it is only deep and mysterious. Yeah, it can really create some of mystery in the sound. You know, it's like horror. You know, but then it's also sweet. You can really flex the bass. You know, the bass is moving with the vibratos and everything. I think it's very important, and the trebles also. It's a bit airy at the moment. Yeah, the guitar is brand new.
Yeah, brand new. Yeah.
It will develop, of course.
Yeah.
But now the treble is very even. It's very singing. The sustain is good. The brilliance counter the deep and dark basses. I think you really. I'm not. Okay, I'm not lying. But then I'm not lying.
I hope not.
No. Really, that I think you really capture the essence of the Santos.
Yeah.
I mean, in the way that you can tell when people understand the sound, what they are trying to do with the design and everything. You can feel it. Like even with the one chord, you know, oh, this is it. You know, and yeah, I mean, this is, I think, great success. No,
I like the guitar very much.
Yeah.
It's also so very pleasant for the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can look at the guitars just by looking at it. I will be the happiest man on earth, you know. By the way, we spoke a little bit about the tone of the Santos, right? You said this guitar is influenced by the 1935, but in a way you also like the older sound of the Santos guitar.
Yeah.
So then basically it's not like, because I don't know the sound of the 35. What do you think, like in terms of sound?
I think it's difficult to explain, or how can you explain that? It's like the 35 is a little bit more, let's say, modern, but still very Spanish, old. Yeah. But like the 18 or 25 or 22, no matter what, is like more spread. The notes are spread more even throughout the whole instrument, you know. Yeah. And this 35, I think, had more a little bit this modern uneven sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that, I think, if I conclude, it means that a little bit I always differentiate guitars. Like somehow some guitar sounds very clinical, some guitars sounds very artistic.
It's so difficult to describe. It's like talking about wine. It's so difficult because
you
even what does it mean? Even for me is something else than
you have to try.
Yeah. But I know what you mean with clinical. But of course the 35 is not clinical.
Yeah.
But it's more clinical than the 18.
The 18,
instance. It's more like how you call intellectual than
exactly.
The other one. A little bit more clear, a little bit more sophisticated,
precise
I don't know.
in the sound. Because back then, if you remember the previous episode, maybe of the weekly guitar meeting, Johann, I mean they remember. He compared the 32 and the 18. He came to the same conclusion. The 32 is a bit more modern, you know, it's a bit more presence. The overtone is a bit more precise and everything. But the 18 is just beautiful. You know, like the little bit airy. The note is a little bit poof, poof.
But the 18th style guitar, I think it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
It's for me. I totally love it.
Too.
The warm, even.
It is something
sound.
that you love it or hate it.
Yeah, you pick it up and you say, "Whoa!" But it's not for everybody, I think.
Because
otherwise, everybody would make it.
The guitar has very strong personality.
Yeah.
You know. that's the thing. You can still hear when you play chords. You hear every single note. So every single note is just like Johann said. Every single note has its own highway.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like this, but you clearly hear the line. Good, beautiful.
Thanks.
So, I think this is a great success. I love the guitar.
Thank you.
Yeah, Karel, I think we have talked quite a bit.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for bringing us your another masterpiece.
I will bring another one.
We are looking forward. It's recorded.
I'll bring another one.
All right.
Yeah.
Then hopefully we'll see. Maybe we are excited also to see your more interesting projects in the future.
Yeah.
And we will always be happy to host you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.